What's up, you guys? It's me, your girl Cece, and I'm back today with another mother freaking video for this. As you can tell by the title, your girl is doing her loaded seafood baked potato for you all. Oh my god, it looks so delicious. But before we jump into all that, if you're new here, welcome. And if you enjoy this type of content and have yet to subscribe, go ahead and click that subscribe button for your girl. And if you all enjoyed today's recipe, don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up on your way out, because what? It won't cost you nothing. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Alright, you guys, let's jump right into the video. As you can see, I have 4 russet potatoes. I'm just thoroughly washing them off before I can get started. I did get these from Walmart, I believe, and they're called jumbo russet potatoes. Like, you want the largest potatoes that you can find for this meal. I guess regular potatoes will do fine, but if you want it loaded, you need the bigger potatoes. So I do highly recommend you to get the jumbo potatoes. But hey, put a spin on the recipe and do it how you and your family see fit. For the next step, just grab you some olive oil. You guys, I only had the extra virgin olive oil. It doesn't really matter. It will help with the baking process, and it'll help get the skin nice and crispy. Next, you want to add some type of flaky salt. I'm using the kosher salt. I believe sea salt comes flaky. Or by all means, if you only have regular salt, that'll do too. Next, you're going to grab your baking sheet. I have mine with aluminum foil over it. It'll make the cooking process easier and the cleanup. Next, I'm going to take my fork and poke holes throughout the potato. I'm going to do it on all sides. This will help the steam release while it's baking. So once I'm done with this step, they'll be going in the oven. I do have it preheated at 400 degrees. We're going to leave them in there for about an hour or until they're done. Next, I'll be cutting up some thick bacon and frying it up in the pan so I can make some bacon bits and add it to my potato. This step is definitely optional. You can just go buy some bacon bits and use those as well. So this part is quite easy. You're just going to simply fry your bacon to your own liking. I like mine extra crispy because it's just going to be easier process when it comes down to crumbling it, breaking it down for the bacon bits. So I basically allowed them to cook evenly, like 4 minutes on each side, until I got that goldenly crispy texture on them. This bacon smells so good. I just love the smell of bacon. Like, drop down in the comments if you can relate. Like, bacon smells so good. As you can see, the bacon is done. It's nice and crispy, perfect texture. I'm going to apply this to some paper towel and let some of that grease get up off of them and put them to the side for later. Once you take your bacon out, go ahead and leave the fat in there because we're going to use that for our sauce. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of butter. I tried something different this time. I didn't season the shrimp because I didn't want it to be too much. So I just added a little seasoning to the butter, which was the Creole and the Cajun seasoning. Go ahead and add your shrimp and then allow each side to cook for about 3 to 4 minutes or until done. But make sure you're keeping a close eye on the shrimp. They can be easily overcooked. I hate overcooked shrimp. You want them nice and soft and juicy. By the time I flip all of these over, they should have cooked evenly on both sides. So I'm just going to take them out so they can stay nice and juicy. After you take your shrimp out, go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic to the pan. Once you've added your garlic, we're going to go in with some chicken broth. I used about 1 cup. Next, you're going to add about 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Now we're going to stir our mixture up, and I'm going to bring it to a soft simmer / boil, I guess. Now we're going to add our seasonings. I went in with the Creole, the Old Bay, and the Cajun seasoning. I also added in some parsley flakes. Once I got that all well combined, I'm going to go ahead and add some lemon juice to the sauce as well. Now that that is all done, we're going to go ahead and go in with our Parmesan cheese. This is about 1 cup. I did use the whole bag and a little bit of another bag that I had in the fridge because there's just never enough cheese for me. So by all means, put as much as you prefer. Now that our sauce is almost complete, we can go ahead and cut up our scallops and shrimp. As I mentioned earlier, I did cook the scallops off camera. We're just going to cut them into bite-sized pieces that can be added to our sauce later. This is definitely optional, but I didn't cut up all my shrimp. I actually saved some so they can go on the top of the potatoes at the end, and it'll make the presentation look so much better. Now here comes the fun part. We're going to go ahead and add our seafood to our sauce. I'm going to use 1 container of the lumped crab meat. You also can use claw meat as well. They come in both, whichever you prefer. And go ahead and add in the scallops and the shrimp. The sauce is pretty much done. I'm going to bring it to a simmer and allow the seafood to marinate in this delicious sauce. It smells so good, you guys. I cannot wait to dig in. So I know y'all ain't forgot about the bacon from earlier. All I'm doing is crushing them up. I don't even know why I got a knife. They're so crispy. It was so easily done. So basically created my own bacon bits. By now your baked potatoes should be done, and we're going to take a kitchen knife and cut down a slit in the middle. And you're also going to want to grab like a kitchen towel, something to protect your hands because these potatoes are extremely hot. You're going to take each side and push them together. I also did the sides as well. I was having a bit of a tough time because of the angle of the camera. But other than that, this is an easy process, and you're just softening up the potato in the inside. Now it's time to season up the potato a bit, so I'm going to go ahead and add some butter, a little salt, and pepper. Now it's time to add the cheese of your choice. I'm going with Colby Jack. By all means, you can use cheddar or whatever you prefer. After you added your cheese of preference, you're going to go ahead and get your sauce and add it to the potato. Make sure you're giving a generous amount to each potato. Now it's time to dress up our potato a little bit by adding a little more cheese. I put in my bacon bits. I also added in the shrimp that I didn't cut up earlier. I saved it just for this part. And then I'm going to just top it off with some parsley flakes. Thank you for all tuning in. This will conclude today's video. I really hope you guys all enjoy. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It was fun, you guys. And until next time, peace.